Greetings, beautiful souls. I hope you've been well and all is well in all your ways. Welcome to Mindset Change with your sister in prosperity, Carol. Change your thinking, change your life. Now, I hope you've been well and all is well in all your ways. And you have been taking good care of your mental health because we agreed your mental health should be your first priority. Because now you know, at least now I know we are getting somewhere. Your mind is everything. Your mind is your best friend, yet the same mind is your worst enemy. So you are the one to control it. Because I told you, your true identity, you are a soul, a spiritual being of light. You are energy and love. Okay? So learn how to manipulate energy using the power of your thoughts. Because your thought produce your emotions, and your emotions produce your life experiences. Okay? It's all a mind game. A mind game. It all happens here. Okay, so take good care of your mindset, take good care of your mental health, because your mental health is everything. And now you have known it can work in two ways, either positively to you or negatively to you. So you are the ones to take control of your mind now. Okay, now before we start our video, I want to thank my returning subscribers. Always know you're always here and you're always loved. Mwah. And my new subscribers, welcome to the Game Changers and the Change Agents. And my forthcoming subscribers, always know you're welcomed, because we are in the golden age, and its sub-age is the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius means power back to the people. People, you and I, the Black Hebrews, the Africans. Okay? It's our time, Africans, to take over the universe. And the only way we will be able to take the universe is through knowledge, the hidden knowledge, the spirituality of our ancestors. Okay? That is why we are teaching you, know thyself. Okay? Know thyself from a soul level. Because your true identity is that you are a soul, a spiritual being of light and love. You are energy. So you have to learn how to manipulate energy so that energy can stop working against you and energy can always work for you. Okay? Because I always tell you that God created you loaded. You only need to go within in order to change your without, your life experiences. That's why the Son of God, Yeshua HaMashiach, told us the kingdom of God is here. We carry the kingdom of God in us, hapa, here. Okay? The kingdom of God is not outside, it's inside you. You carry it everywhere, and it's energy. So you have to know how to manipulate energy so that now energy can work for you instead of energy working against you. Okay? Now I hope you're together, and we will continue working together until we make sure we have brought the golden age, we have activated the golden age fully, and we have also manifested the King Habinga. Okay? Now, our topic today is the new Pope Leo. The new Pope, he's called Leo. It's all a mind game from the Roman Empire, the Vatican. Okay? My good people, my African people, you need to wake up, because we are a revolution. A revolution of consciousness is happening. And now it's very intense, because the golden age entered on 1st April, and the old earth, the Kali Yoga system, the Iron Age of that Roman Empire, ended on 28th March. So you see, so there is a race for kingdoms. Two kingdoms are fighting. The light and the dark kingdom, they are fighting. And you Africans, you are the one to bring forth, to activate forth fully the golden age. Because the golden age belongs to Africans. This is the time Africans are taking their power back, and they are taking the power of the whole world through Kenya. Because I always tell you that Kenya is the gateway portal of the universe. Nothing can happen on earth before it passes through Kenya, Mount Zion, Mount Kenya. Okay, that is the stargate of the whole world. Okay, and it has everything to do with the Roman Empire system, the Vatican. The Vatican they know about Kenya. They know Kenya is the promised land, and they know Kenya is the gateway portal of heaven to earth. They know it. That is why they hid this information from you. This information is from your ancestors, the Kabirus, but it was hidden by your colonizers, the colony system, so that we will never know who we are. We will never take our power, and they will always control us. Mind game, mental slavery. That is what we are trying to to get you out from mental slavery that was brought to you by the Roman Empire through religion. We go back to the spirituality of our ancestors. Know thyself, because when you know thyself, you'll be able to take your power back. You will say goodbye to victimhood mentality. Then the box that we are kept in by the Roman Empire system. Okay, so it's time for us Africans to rise through Kenya. Now, Africans know we are already in the golden age, and its sub age is the age of Aquarius, where power is returning back to the people. People, you and I, ordinary people, the Africans. Okay, so Africans, we should be very alert. We should be very, very alert. We should always listen with our spiritual ears and see with our spiritual eyes. Let us always be alert, because there's a plot. This Roman Empire system, they want to steal our golden age. So we have to be alert and be ahead of them. Okay? Yes, because if you want to catch your enemies, you have to go to the rabbit hole. To whatever they do in order to cage you. Okay, that is why we are learning this hidden knowledge, because that is where they were able to cage our minds, so that we can be able to free our minds and we can get ourselves out of that cage, mental slavery they kept us on. Okay, they don't need this Roman Empire. They don't need to take chains to put us in bondage. They only need to come with the sweet words, cunning words, mental slavery, and cage us there. But now we are awake as the fourth generation to Koradam Baya, and we are ready to take our power back, and we are ready to liberate Africa, because Africa is everything. Everything happens in Africa. But now the originality of Africa, it was stolen by the Roman Empire. But it's time, the golden age, the age of Aquarius, for us to return everything that was stolen from Africa. Okay, now, and no, Kenya is the promised land. Kenya is Canaan. Kenya is everything, because where there is a portal, where there is a gateway, the door from heaven to earth, that is the country you should watch, and watch it well, and that is Kenya, our motherland. You see, Kenya is very blessed, but only Kenyans who do not know what they are carrying. That is why we have been raised, the 144, the chosen ones, to come and wake you up from your spiritual sleep, so that we can educate you. We can get you out of that mental slavery that you are kept by the Roman Empire system, so that we can take our power back as Africans through Kenya, the gateway portal, the promised land, the Canaan. Okay? Now, Kenya is carrying the destiny of the whole world. Go read Zephaniah 3:10. The land beyond the rivers beyond the land of Cush. Okay, that is Kenya. The rivers beyond the land of Cush, that is Kenya. Where? In Mount Kenya. That is where the rivers beyond the land of Cush are. Okay, so Mount Kenya, know you have a job to do, kingdom assignment to do. And if you joke around, your golden age will be stolen by the Roman Empire. Okay, so you have to raise your vibrations, because I told you everything is energy, and energy is everything. And if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibrations, and frequencies. Those are not my words. They are words from the wise ones, our ancestors, the Kabirus. Okay, we are just bringing whatever was hidden from you, the knowledge of your ancestors. We are just waking it up. So because that knowledge is in your DNA, you only need to activate it. You only need to be reminded, so that your soul, which controls 95% of your life, can remember who you are. A very powerful soul. Okay, the legitimate tribe of Judah. You Africans, especially people from Kenya. Okay, now the golden age is coming through Kenya because of Mount Zion, the gateway of heaven and earth. Now the Roman Empire, the Vatican, knows this very well. That is why I told you they are doing everything calculated moves. So even you need to always calculate your moves. Okay, because here you have to work smart. If you don't work smart, the golden age will be stolen in front of your noses. But we are not sleeping. We have to wake up no matter what. Even if this knowledge is somehow sounding difficult, repeat this video like 10 times until you get it, because we all have to work together as Africans. We all have to work together as Africans so that we can raise the frequency of of the universe, Mother Gaia. Because when we raise the frequency of Mother Gaia, we will be able to bring forth the Golden Age, the Messianic kingdom, and we'll be able to manifest the king. Okay, so you have to be smart so that we can outsmart the Roman Empire system. Now, here's the catch. Before Pope Leo was appointed, this new pope, he's called Pope Leo. Before he was appointed, guess what? He came to Kenya 2 weeks ago. Yes, now you can know. Now this is a clear picture for you to know that Kenya is chosen. Why would this Pope Leo come to Kenya before he was appointed? Why? Ask yourself those questions. Why should Pope Leo come to Kenya before he was appointed Pope? It's because they know the secret where it is. It's because they know where the portal of the whole world is. Now he was coming to take that anointing, so that he can go with it to Vatican, so that they can manipulate the system, and now he can be able to do his whatever he wants to do smoothly. But guess what? The fourth generation, Tukorada Mbaya, we are watching their every move. Because if we continue sleeping, these people will outsmart us. And guess what? We are many. We only need to wake up and spread the word so that we can be able to overturn this Kali Yuga system, this old earth, and we can bring the new earth, the Golden Age. Okay? So now you know. So now I hope now you have the concept why this Pope Leo came to Kenya before he was appointed Pope. Is because he came to do something. Because these people work with the rituals. Okay? Everything about them it's all calculated moves. They work with the law of times and seasons. That is why we are teaching you how to work with the law of times and seasons. Know when gates are opening, know when gates are closing. Know when God is bringing a shift, know when God is ending a shift. Okay? You have to be very, very smart here. Because the people we are dealing with, these people are very awakened. So we also have to wake up. We have to wake up in large numbers so that we can be able to take over the earth with this Golden Age of Africans through Kenya. Because I've told you, Kenya is the gateway portal of the universe, the world. Now you see, through Mount Zion, Mount Kenya. Now, go to my playlist on my YouTube. On my YouTube, there's somewhere we usually is usually written playlist. Go check those photos. The photos of Pope Leo in Kenya with other they're called fathers, with other Kenyan fathers in a certain Catholic church. Yes, we got those photos because we are watching their every move. Go check those photos. They are evidence that Pope Leo was here. Yes, you see, everything they are doing is calculated. So also you need to wake up so that you can be able to work with the law of times and seasons. Because God cannot move unless you move. And God cannot help us Africans until we help ourselves through knowledge, which is power. The knowledge that was possessed by our ancestors, the Kabirus. Okay, that is why we have been raised in such a time as now, we, the 144, to come and educate you so that you can also wake up. So we can wake up in large numbers and we can be able to raise the frequency, the vibration of Mother Earth, so that now Mother Earth can be able to take her power back through the Golden Age, the Messianic kingdom, and we can be able to manifest our good life. Okay, the life that was possessed by our ancestors, we bring it back, and we can balance the earth. Because I told you, the balance of earth is with the Mount Kenya people of Murima. They are the one holding the balance of earth. Okay, that is why we are trying our best to wake up these people of Murima. You people of Murima, you need to wake up in large numbers because you are the one carrying the destiny of the whole universe. The power of change is in Mount Kenya people. Adwakerema. Okay? So you Mount Kenya people, you need to know yourselves. There's no time. Time is running out. And these people are very awake. The people we are dealing with, they are very awake. So that is why we need to wake up in large numbers and spread the word, so that these people won't steal our golden age, so that we can save Africa. Okay, we can save Kenya, we can save Africa, and we can save the whole world. That is the mantle that is being carried by the people of Murima, the people of Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya, it's time for you to rise. So the Black Hebrews, so that we can rescue Africa, we can rescue the whole world from the oppression of the old earth, the Kali Yuga system of the Roman Empire. The age of oppression and suffering. We can end it, kabisa, and make the world a beautiful place for our coming generations. Okay? Now you see, Africans, we have work to do. Now, why do you think Pope Leo decided to come to Kenya before he was appointed Pope? And why do you think this Pope Leo chose? Because Leo is not his real name. Leo is a title that he was given. The way Pope Francis was given that title, Pope Francis, that was not his real name. So you see, this Pope Leo chose this name Leo, intentionally. Yes. In fact, I don't even think he's the one who chose this name. The system, the juricides, they are the one who chose this name Leo for him. Guess what? Here is the meaning of Leo. Okay? Leo means lion. Lion of what? Lion of Judah. But guess what? The true Lion of Judah is a black man, the King Habinga, the Messiah. Because I told you, the Son of God, Yeshua HaMashiach, is not the Messiah. The Messiah is a man, the son of David. Okay? The son of David who came through the dynasty of Queen Sheba. You see, because Queen Sheba is the real deal here. Queen Sheba is the real dynasty where the shoot of Jesse is coming from, the King Habinga. So you see, you have to go out of here. You have to go out of your way to become truth seekers, because now everything here is revolving up from the past. We have to go to the past in order to change our present and our future, because everything was corrupted or it was hidden in the past. That is why we need to dig our past, so that we can know what went wrong in the past. And now we have known that Queen Sheba from the land of Cush is the legitimate dynasty. And Queen Sheba had a son with King Solomon, King Menelik. That is where King Menelik the first came from. And King Menelik is the father to Gikoyo, Embu, and Meru. Now you see, now you can see where King Habinga is coming from, that dynasty of Queen Sheba. Okay, now through King Solomon, that is now why King Habinga is being called the son of David. Okay, so you see, you have to go to your past in order to correct your present and your future. Okay, and remember, so that you can know that because in the 11th century, there's a saint called Saint Malachi who prophesied that Pope Francis is the last pope. Yes, he drew all the photos of the popes who will come from the 11th century up to the present moment, 2025, when Pope Francis was the last pope. And he said the last pope, his photo was blank and his name was blank, because the last pope is the pope that will come as the Antichrist. Yes, the last pope will be the pope that will come to deceive humanity. And when he deceives humanity, humanity will think that he's the Messiah, but he's not. He's the fake Messiah. That is why he took the name Leo in disguise, because so many people do not know what the meaning of Leo. The meaning of Leo means the tribe of Judah, the Lion of Judah, the Messiah, who is a man. And the King Habinga will come to rule will come to rule the whole world. But guess who will be ruling behind the scene? Is the real king, the real tribe, the real Lion of Judah, That is the Son of God, the Word of God. So I hope now you are connecting the dots. Leo, the Pope Leo, the name he has taken, belongs to the legitimate Messiah, King Habinga, who will rule the whole world. But the person who will be ruling the whole world is the legitimate Son of God, Yeshua HaMashiach, the true Lion of Judah. Okay? Now I hope you can connect the dots. Now, this Pope Leo, he has stolen. He want to steal the destiny of King Habinga, but he won't, because now the fourth generation wako hapa kwa hapa. The fourth generation are decoding messages before they even come to the collectives. I am loving these times. I am loving the fourth generation. Let us continue working together as a collective consciousness, because the fourth generation all over the world, we are all working together so that we can change and we can overturn this old earth, the Kali Yoga system, and we can raise fully the golden age, the messianic kingdom, so that order, balance, the cosmic order of God, the balance can return to earth, so that we can change whatever we are seeing in this present moment. I told you in the golden age, we won't have any beggars. We won't have any sicknesses. We won't have any funny sicknesses. Everything, every day will be a Sunday for us. Every day will be a Buhaha day. Because that is the original cosmic order of God, which was stolen by the Roman Empire system, the Vatican. But their time, their rule is over. Okay? I hope you are getting whatever I am telling you. The rule of Vatican is over. That is why they are stealing the name of King Habinga, the Leo. You see, everything they are doing, it's calculated. So also you, the fourth generation, everything that you'll do must be calculated, so that we can safeguard our golden age, so that Africa can rise again. Because there's a revolution boiling in the spiritual realm. And remember, the spiritual realm controls the physical realm. As above, so below, as within, so without. Something is boiling in the spiritual realm. And guess what? Kenya is the gateway. Kenya is the portal to bring the revival. The revival Kenya to the whole world. Kenya is the one changing the world. This prophecy of Saint Malachi will come through Kenya. Yes. I'm telling you, if you open your spiritual eyes, or if you go do more research about Kenya on internet, because in this era of technology, ignorance is a choice. Go do more research about Kenya, the land of Kush. You just go do your own research about Kenya. Kenya is blessed. Kenya is the golden. Kenya is the Canaan, the land of milk and honey. The spiritual gate is here in Kenya. Nothing can happen here on earth without passing through Mount Kenya, Mount Zion. Okay, so Kenyans, this is not the time to sleep. This is the time to raise our vibrations, our frequencies, our energies, so we can vibrate high. We can vibrate at 1,000, and we can be able to stop whatever this Pope Leo and company, the Vatican, the Roman Empire system want to do, to hijack the golden age. Okay, so Kenyans, mkae rada na mkae rada kabisa, because hapa kuna kitu inapangwa. Something is being cooked, and Africans will need to be very alert before our golden age is stolen and we are back to zero. Our victimhood mentality. No. No. We are not going back to our victimhood mentality. We are conquerors. We need to decree and declare, Africans, we are conquerors. We are heroes. And we must step to our destiny, the golden age, the messianic kingdom. The time is now for us to rise from the ashes. The dry bones wake up. It was prophesied by Ezekiel? Dry bones wake up. You Africans, we are the dry bones that we are prophesied by Ezekiel in the old days. Okay, now everything is aligning. Dots are connecting. But you Africans, you have to wake up, because it's time. Let's not blunder. Let's play even as we do calculated moves, so that we can be able to manifest fully the golden age, and we can bring fully our king. Okay, so you see, everything is calculated. The law of times and seasons. You are not dealing with the gomongos here. You are dealing with very awakened people. That is why also you need to be very, very awakened. Okay, be very awakened so that these people won't steal our golden age. Now you can see they have already stole the name Leo, but there is a way we will return that name back to Africa. Yes. Now the golden age, the Messianic kingdom, is coming from Kenya. Africans, especially Kenyans, guard the golden age. Okay, because there is a lot happening behind the scene. The sky is boiling. Those people who can see in the spiritual realm, the sky is boiling with the change. There is a very powerful, very, very powerful wind of change coming. I'm telling you, change is unstoppable. Change is unstoppable. Okay, let nobody lie to you. Let no politicians lie to you, because they are very busy doing their campaigns at 2027. Akuna 2027. Okay, so you ordinary people, don't be lied to by your politicians. They are just playing brain games, because they are working with the Roman Empire system so that they can be able to steal the golden age from you ordinary Africans. Okay, so be very smart and be wise. This is not the time to be lied to. This is the time for you to wake up and take your power back through knowledge, which is power. The truth will always set you free. The spirituality of your ancestors, the Camberos. Okay, here we are giving you hidden knowledge. Hidden knowledge that is hidden in Vatican basement. Okay, you people, I want you to have a meeting with yourself. Ask yourself, why would a Pope Leo come to Kenya 1 week before he was appointed? Now you see, there is something fishy. Something fishy is happening. And I'm telling you, you need to wake up. Because if you don't wake up, kitaturamba. But this is not the time for us for kikuramba kiturambe. Hapana, no. Kikuramba is not coming. Kikuramba is not our portion. We have to wake up. Fourth generation, we have to wake up. If you happen to know anything, make a video. Because now, all of us, we have smartphones. And now God is working with the fourth generation, hapa kwa hapa. He's downloading messages to us. If you happen to be told something, come, make a video. Hit viral, hit trend. Tell everybody so that we can all work as a collective consciousness. We can all work together as brothers and sisters of Africa, so that we can be able to save our motherland, Africa, and we can take our power back the way it was in the days of our ancestors. Okay, because a lot is happening behind the scene. That is why we need to wake up. The time is now. Okay, so now Africans, we need to wake up in large numbers so that we can break free from this mental slavery from the Roman Empire system, okay, and company. Africa is the richest continent. I'm telling you, Africa is rich. I told you the wealth of the nations is hidden in Kenya, the Mozambican belt, underground basement, Mount Zion, Mount Kenya. The wealth of the nation is there. There are 4 mountains in Kenya that the wealth of the nation is hidden. When the king comes, he will be able to unveil that the wealth of the nation. I'm telling you, Kenya can feed the whole world. This is how Kenya is rich. But now there are people who benefit from the riches of Kenya. But that age is over. Okay? And now Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius. Now you know Pluto deals with whatever is hidden, so that it can bring it to the collective, to the masses, so that people can wake up to their power. The time is now, when Pluto is in Aquarius and it's going backwards, retrograde. It's time for us to work overtime, to go within. Because when we go within, we'll be able to change the without. That is how the game of life is played. Work on yourself. Because when you work on yourself, and I work on myself, and other people work on themselves, we'll be able to raise the frequency of Mother Earth easily and effortlessly. And a change will come without us going for mandamano. Because ask yourself, we have gone for mandamano. What did we achieve? Nothing. So, because now we have known that permanent change comes from within, let's all work together, educate each other, so we can all heal our whatever is eating us in the within, so that we can change our without, our life experiences. And when we all vibrate at 1,000 frequency, guess what? the Kali Yoga won't have room in this physical realm. The Kali Yoga will have to collapse by itself because it's time. The energies are favoring us. It's time for us to wake up, Africans, because the energies are on our side. Let us not waste the golden age. Let us not waste the age of Aquarius. Let us look for knowledge. Let us become truth seekers so that we can be able to overturn this system, the Kali Yoga system, and bring the golden age system, the age of milk and honey. Let us end suffering because the energies are in our favor. Because you cannot do something when the energies are not in your favor. That is why I always tell you, work with the law of times and seasons. Know when something is happening, so that when you launch your vision, you launch your heart desires, they won't backfire on you. The law of times and seasons. Know thyself. Work with your energies. God gave you everything. You only need to remind yourself who you are. You are a soul, a spiritual being of light and love, and you carry everything here. You only need to remind yourself, because everything that you need to succeed is here. You only need to remind yourself, to remind your DNA, to work with your soul, to remind your soul who you are, so that your soul, your mind, and your body can work together in agreement, in equilibrium. When the two of you work together, okay, your spiritual self, the soul, and your physical self, the body, when they work together in agreement, in equilibrium, change is your portion, abundance is your portion. You'll never suffer again, because now you have known the secrets of the universe. Okay, let's continue, my good people. Now, Africans, we have agreed it's time for us to rise. Okay, because everything we need to succeed is here. We only need to go within so that we can change whatever is happening in the without, okay, in the physical realm, and we can bring the golden age, the heaven which is coming to earth. Okay, now you have heard Africa is the richest country in Africa, but now the problem is lack of unity. Let me repeat, Africa is the richest continent in the world. The problem is here, lack of unity. The unity that was possessed by our ancestors. Our ancestors practiced Ubantu and Umoja of Africans. Okay, that is what we want to bring back, the Ubantu and the Umoja of Africans. When we bring back the Ubantu and the Umoja of Africans, game over. Kali Yoga system down, golden age up. Africans must take their power now. Let us return our Ubantu and our Umoja. We work together as a collective consciousness so that we can end oppression. The key to change is in our hands. Okay, we become truth seekers so that we can break free from our mental chain. Because the system, the Roman Empire, they are not using guns. They are not using weapons. They are just using knowledge, religion, to keep us in bondage. Okay? Our chains are mental. Our chains are not physical. They are mental. Because everything starts here in the mind. And when we work with our minds, so that we can be able to align our soul, our mind, and our body, they can work together in agreement. Guess what? The Kali Yoga age will end just like that. We only need knowledge to set ourselves free, Africans. Okay? Now, Africans, we are the ones keeping ourselves in bondage because of us being ignorant. When we bring the truth to you, you are very quick to say to Kojaba. You don't even go to do your own research. You are very quick to say to Kojaba. Before you tell people that you are Kojaba, do your own research first, so that you can see whether people are Jaba. If you see people are not Jaba, come, we work together. Okay? Because when we work together, the Umoja, the Ubantu of Africans, game over. We will change whatever is happening in this present moment. And we will bring the golden age. And suffering will be a thing of the past. And Africa will take her power back. Okay? Life is simple. But now lack of knowledge and ignorance is the problem here. But this is not the time for us to be ignorant. We have to wake up. We have to work together, the Ubantu, the Umoja of Africans. Okay? Now, Kenyans, it's time for us Kenyans to free our minds from the Kali Yoga system, to free our minds from the mental chains that we were put by the Roman Empire system, the religion. It's time for us to go back to the spirituality of our ancestors. Know thyself. Because when you know thyself, you'll be able to take your power. And remember, your power comes from the within. Your power comes from here, your soul, not in the without. So stop looking for everything in the without. First of all, work on yourself. When you work on yourself, everything else in your without, your life experiences, everything, toxic people, everything, bad things, will have no choice but to change automatically in a positive way. Okay? Imagine, our solution is very simple. But now, if we don't have this knowledge, we will always keep ourselves in bondage. But not now. In this age of technology, ignorant is a choice. The technology they brought to us so that we can sleep. Let us use the same technology to wake our brothers and sisters, so that Africans, we can work together and we can raise the frequency of the earth, and we can take our power back in this golden age. Okay? Because knowledge is the key to our freedom, and let us say freedom is here now. Let us not say freedom is coming tomorrow, because when we say freedom is coming tomorrow, freedom will never come. We have to change our talks. We have to change our language, because our mouth, the power of your tongue is very powerful. So from today, freedom is now. Freedom is now. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Nah. Freedom is now. Freedom is here. Let us manifest because of the law of attraction. Let us use the law of attraction to manipulate energy so that we can bring change in Africa. Okay? The freedom is now. Freedom is now. Freedom is now. Okay? Let us change our talk, because of the power of the tongue is very powerful. Okay? Now, remember when Pope Francis was dying, guess who was the last person to be with the Pope before his death? It was Vance, the Vice President of America. Pope Leo is from America. Guys, 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. Before Pope Francis died, the Vice President Vance, the Vice President of America, was with him. And you go look for that video. I don't know what Vance was telling the Pope, because Pope Francis looked shaken. The Pope was shaking like this. He was shaking like a leaf. His hands, his legs were shaking. Even when they were taking a photo, he was like, "Guy, this photo should end now. I need to get out of here." That means there's something this Vice President of America told Pope Francis. And because now we know Pope Francis wanted to say something, but he was shut down before he said that secret he wanted to say. Hapa kuna kitu. Africans, you need to do your research. There's something big going on. And this something that is going on, they want to steal our golden age. But you need to be alert. You need to be very awake. You need to be very awake, so that we can guard our golden age with our 2 hands. Okay? Now, and remember the prophecy of Saint Malachi. Go look for that prophecy of Saint Malachi, that Pope Francis was the last pope, so that we can know what this Pope Leo is up to. Yes, because this Pope Leo is up to something, and whatever he's up to is concerning Kenya. Yes, our motherland, Kenya. Because why did he come to Kenya before he was appointed Pope? The secret is there, whatever he wants to do. You people become truth seekers. Go out of your way to research, because we have to rescue our mother Africa now. Okay? Now, the way to rescue our mother Africa is us Africans. We stop being ignorant. We wake up from our spiritual sleep, so that we can know who we are, especially you people from Mount Kenya, because you are the ones carrying the destiny of the whole world. You are the ones carrying the balance of the whole world. Those things are called manages and scrolls. Yeah, they are called manages. They're in Mount Kenya. Those things are things to balance the earth, to balance the universe. Yes, when King Habinga manifests, he'll be given those things, the managis and the scrolls by the 12 elders, and he'll be able now to balance the energy of earth, so that now earth can vibrate in the frequency of God, the Sichuman resonance, the heartbeat of God. Okay? You have to understand this hidden knowledge, because here, this is where the secret of us Africans taking our power is, here in this hidden knowledge. Okay, now the golden age is unstoppable, because we are in the age of Aquarius, where people must take their power back through knowledge. We have to become truth seekers, especially as Africans. Let us not sleep in our comfort zone. Let us wake up and know who we are. Let us practice self-awareness, self-confidence, self-discovery, self-love, self-everything. Because when we take our power with confidence, by us discovering ourselves, self-awareness, by us going on a self-discovery journey, by us loving ourselves, because we were told by the Roman Empire that we are not good enough. But from today, self-love is the key. Love yourself so that the world can love you, because you cannot give whatever you don't have. It's all coming from the soul. Love yourself first, so you can attract a good man, so that you can attract a good woman, so you can attract a good life. Love yourself first. See, believe before you see. Because Yeshua told us, blessed are those who believe before they see. Believe before you see. It's called the law of assumption. It was taught by our ancestors. The law of assumption and the law of attraction, they work together. Believe before you see. Because when you believe before you see, it will be very easy for you to picture whatever you want to manifest on your mindset. Because I told you, your mind is everything. Your mind can make you, your mind can break you. Okay, so here we have to know how to manipulate energy, so that energy can work for us instead of energy working against us. We hold the power. We hold the power, especially as Africans, the melanin people. Okay, we hold the power, because everything started in Africa, but it was stolen. Now it's time to return whatever was stolen from Africa. Africa will rise now through Mount Kenya, the people of Murima. Sijui kama mnanipata, watu wa Murima, because the key to change the whole world is with you, watu wa Murima. You have to wake up in large numbers, so that we can raise the frequency of Mother Gaia, so that we can be able to move to the golden age, the Messianic kingdom. Because now you have seen the way these Roman Empire people are very ahead of their time. You also need to wake up, so that you can also be ahead of your time, so that they won't steal our golden age. Because every move they are doing, all their moves are calculated moves. So we also have to also do calculated moves. As the fourth generation, the power is on our hands. Okay, Africans, it's time, the golden age. Because the wind of change is unstoppable. We have to work with the wind of change. Because if we don't work with the wind of change, our golden age will be stolen in front of our noses. And I'm sure you don't want that. So we have to all work extra, it's called extra time. We have to find time to work on ourselves, to know thyself, to know who we are. Go to my old YouTube videos. I have made so many videos on how to take your power back through knowledge, through working with your soul, because your soul is your true identity. The power you need to succeed is here in your soul. The kingdom of God is here. Change whatever is eating you inside. Your inner world holds the key to your outer world. Okay, that was hidden, and those whatever teachings of the Son of God, Yeshua HaMashiach, because he taught us how to unleash the I am that lives within us. Those pages, those books were deleted from the original Bible, the Aramaic. Aramaic was a black Bible from the black Hebrews. Okay, it's the original Bible. It was erased from the collective by Emperor Constantine and his mother Saint Helen in 325 AD. The Vatican, the Roman Empire, they are the ones who erased all this knowledge we are giving you. But don't you worry, everything is on the internet. You only need to open your eyes, to open your ears, to hear what awakened people have to tell you. So go watch my older videos so that they can educate you before time runs out, before these people steal our golden age. Because their moves are calculated. Also, our moves must be calculated. Learn how to work with the law of times and seasons. Practice self-awareness, self-love, self-confidence, self-discovery, self-everything. Everything is revolving around self. Where your true identity, the soul. Okay? So, always know you have your power intact with you. Stop going in the without to look for solutions. Go within to look for solutions. And when we work as a collective, when we work on ourselves as a collective, as a people, as masses, we'll be able to raise the frequency of earth, and we'll be able to overturn whatever is happening in this present moment. Because Kenyans, you have the key to change the world. Okay? So, I think that is all for today. Now at least you have known what is happening behind the scene. And now you know this king, this Pope Leo, he has a hidden agenda on him. And that hidden agenda is here in Kenya. Africans, help Kenya to raise the frequency of earth so that we can change whatever is happening. So that we can bring our golden age, the revival Kenya, to the whole world. Okay? Now, I hope somebody somewhere has learned something, and you will go do your own research. Okay? Don't start saying to Kojaba before you do your own research. Okay? We have all to become truth seekers so that we can all educate each other. So we can all take our power back. Because when we take our power back, even our grandparents in the village, when we raise the frequency as the fourth generation, when we raise the frequency of earth, even our grandparents in the village, we will tag them along to the new earth, the golden age, the messianic kingdom. We are not planning to leave anybody behind. We are tagging everybody to the new earth, to the golden age. So Africans, we have to work together. Umoja, Ubantu of Africans, it's time for us to work together. So, like this video, share, subscribe, comment. Share, so that we can wake up so many people. And those people who are getting these messages fast, make sure you open your own YouTube channels and TikTok channels. We need to get this message out. We need to wake up in large numbers and get this message out before it's too late. Okay? Yes, we have to work together. Ubantu, Umoja of Africans, we have to work together as a collective consciousness. We have to leave that mindset of Ukabila. We have to leave it so that we can be able to save our motherland, Africa. We can bring the glory back of Africa, because God cannot work until us human beings wake up. You have to wake up so that God can see you are doing something, because you and God are co-creators. You have to move so that God can move. Okay? You have to have a strategy so that God can see you are moving and your strategy is on point, so that He can come and place you at the right place at the right time with the right people. Learn to manipulate energy so that energy can stop working against you and energy can start working for you, because everything is energy and energy is everything. And a wise man said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibrations, and frequencies. Those are not my words. They were spoken by our ancestors, our genius of our time, the Kabirus. They spoke those words. So become truth seekers, become game changers, become change agents, so that we can do this and we work as brothers and sisters, the fourth generation, to save our motherland, Africa. Because in the atmosphere, change is unstoppable, and we have to work with this change. Because if we don't work with this change will be stolen by the Roman Empire, the Vatican. Okay? Now, that is all for today. Sending you all lots of love and light. And remember to subscribe to my channel today. Like, comment, share everything, so we can build our community together and we can all raise the frequency, the energy, the vibration of Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is earth. She's called Mother Gaia. Okay? When we raise the frequency of Mother Gaia, change will be our portion. Power will return back to the people in this age of Aquarius. Okay? Now, until next time, see you when you see me. Ciao.